I was up till 5 last night editing the Authortube vlog number 2, which is titled Eat, Sleep, Edit, Repeat. It's so funny because that vlog literally starts off with me saying, going to bed at 5, having edited the Black Authortube video. I started that Monday, then like the following Monday, it's like going to bed at 5. So anyway, it's almost noon. I've had like 6 hours sleep. I'm really, really tired. Yeah, definitely doing these vlogs every other Monday because I cannot afford to be up till 5 every bloody week. That is just gonna mess up my whole cycle. I'm really excited because today my gay contemporary new adult romance novella Marco Polo came out. I ended up with 28 pre-orders overall, and oh my god, my Kindle Direct stats are pretty cool. I've had so many page reads ever since creating the Kirk University box set. That day I had like 602. So this is how much I have estimated made over the past 16 days. And I know it's not loads, but I was basically it took me like 3 months to make that. So making that within the space of 2 weeks is really, really nice. This is mainly from getting page reads on my box set and from obviously the pre-orders of Marco Polo. I've been running Amazon UK ads on my box set. I was kind of experimenting the past few weeks, so I did ads on Professor Valentine, the free ebook, but I realized that I was making basically the same amount of downloads with or without ads, so it's just wasting money, especially as it's a free ebook. I just run ads in the UK because the click-through rate is better and it costs me less for some reason. Amazon ads maybe in the USA is more competitive or whatever. I'm literally just paying, I think, £2 a day on Amazon UK ads for the Kirk University box set, and that's neat because the box set is $4.99. I experimented, I think I tried £10 a day, but yeah, no, just having it steadily at like £2 a day, and maybe if I might increase it to like 3 or 4 quid, but honestly, that is quite nice and steady. Things are kind of finally turning around. I've got 101 YouTube subscribers. So this is still uploading. Today's basically just been a rest day then because I haven't been able to use my computer because I could, but I really don't like to while it's doing this. I like to just leave it because otherwise it just starts to bug out and messes up the whole process. So I've been uploading for like 13 hours now, 5 till that was like 8. Lovely girl who's on my email list and subscribed to my channel, Shreya, she's all the way in India. I'm actually half Indian, so rapping. She published this poetry book in mid-June, and I'm only just now reading the arc. I am reading it on my tablet, which my uncle sent me. Thank you, uncle. I know he watches my vids, so it's called Screaming Whispers. Yeah, it's a really lovely book. You should definitely check it out. I'm reading it and I'm going to leave a review on Goodreads. It's packed with emotion. A lot of it is about like pain and emotional angst, first love. It's interesting because it kind of reminds me of some of my books, kind of the coming of age type stuff. It reminds me a bit of like my book Every Last Psycho, like some of it, especially the first novella Every Last Thought. There's a lot of that, like the first love and the sexual trauma. There's all these themes in this, so it's a really lovely, it's a really deep book. If you like poetry, it's like simple to read, but it's like good writing. Definitely check it out. I've been looking at alternate video softwares because if you saw my last vlog, I've been using Filmora, and you know, it has served me well. I have gotten quite a lot of videos out of it, but there's just so much I can't stand about Filmora. It lags constantly, it's really slow. I have been looking at free video editing softwares. I have just installed KDN Live, which is a free video editing software. I've been looking at videos, I've looked at KDN Live and DaVinci Resolve seem to be two of the most kind of promising ones. So I don't want to use anything too complicated. The thing I did like about Filmora, it is very easy to use, and having like looked at the user interface for KDN Live, it is a bit like, it almost looks really old, like it's from like 2004 or something. Whereas Filmora is very modern looking, but I'm gonna give it a go, and if it works, it works. It's very easy to use. What I really like, what a lovely face, is that there is no awkward lagging. I don't have to render a thing every 3 seconds like with Filmora. I've taken the clip, my Authortube newbie tag video, and I've cut it down from 16 minutes to like 7-8 minutes. So the one area where Filmora does outshine KDN Live is text. Unfortunately, there isn't really a whole lot you can do with the text. It's very basic. Filmora had all of these like cool kind of pre-created texts. Apart from that, it has been incredibly pleasant. Video is finished. I'm just literally adding text. It's been a much pleasanter editing experience compared to Filmora. What's up? It is 3:20 in the UK. So I am rendering my video Authortube newbie tag 2.0. I like the fact that you can see the original clip and then the new clip that you're actually editing kind of there, and then you have everything here at the bottom. I'm going to check out DaVinci Resolve as well, maybe get a feel for that one. Yo, this really gets on my nerves. When somebody gives it a low rating, but there's no review. I really hate that. Like, fine if you don't like the book, but for God's sake, that's kind of upsetting. I mean, hopefully if somebody saw that and they went on and they saw, oh, there's no review, maybe the person, they think, oh, maybe the person's just trolling. This is my dad. He has a channel called Kwasimo Taka London. He's holding my handbag.
This is her bag. Well, look at the monster bag. Kwasimo Taka London, huyu ni Zarina hapa, mimi mzee wake ni za Tanzania, tunatoka Kilimanjaro. Jambo sio.
Virusino tale, anything grow that I'm growing by.
All credit to me.
Look at those birds, man. It is such a beautiful day. Like, I didn't even realize it was going to be like this. Gorgeous. Thumbs up for print symbol. Yeah. Yo, I had such a nice day. Like, I got to hang out with my dad, which was really nice. It's like 11:10. I just haven't been writing. So I want to release September 20th, September 30th, October 20th, October 31st. So that's when I release the 4 sequels. Forever Valentine, August 31st. Then we have Morning Sickness, September 20th. The Capture Us sequel, September 30th, etc, etc. I miss doing my other writing, to be honest. I mean, I like doing these romance books. Don't get me wrong, you know, they're light, they're fun. I miss doing tic-tac-toe. I miss doing my fantasy, my young adult fantasy novel, which I'm going to talk about one day in a video. That's going to be a long video. I just keep doing the whole thing of just sitting and staring at the computer. I don't know. I think I'm just having one of those weeks. And I've been very preoccupied with YouTube lately. Like, I'm really into this YouTube thing. I'm happy, like, my subscriber count seems to be growing like every day. I'm really grateful that this is going well. Finding it hard to just balance everything, you know what I mean? I've been talking about this a lot, but I really am finding it hard to balance between be like social and do stuff, because I'm a social person. I like interacting with people. I'm a natural extrovert, but I also need to balance that between doing my work, my writing work, and then my YouTube channel. Bottom line is I'm just trying my best. It's been like over an hour, man. It's 12:30. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just can't write this book. The girlfriend, Saskia, she's not talking to her boyfriend, Malik, and he's like, why? And she's discovered it's because she's pregnant. I'm so tired. Yeah, this is where being a pantser is not good. But the thing is, right, I know the story. Like, I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen between A and B. I just need to get to 8.5. You know, the story is really straightforward. Like, the Saskia, finds out she's pregnant, tells her boyfriend, he's like, oh no, what the hell are we gonna do? They gotta have an abortion, and then they decide not to, and it's basically the plot I've basically just stolen the plot of Juno. I keep picturing really funny, like, YouTube ideas. Maybe I should just stop writing and just YouTube full-time. No, my main thing is writing. YouTube is fun, I like it, I want to do more videos. I need to, like, do my job. Technically, this is my job. I'm not getting paid that much for it, but still, this is actually my job. is. I don't think I've ever actually said that out loud. I should hold a whole video on that. Is writing a job? Because it is a job, actually. This is my job. My job is to write books to sell to people so that they buy them so that I can one day move out of my mother's house. I keep going. Just about managing. Yeah. I'm just about managing to skate without holding on to the side. Don't fall. Yeah, if I fall and break my phone, that will be very bad. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this now. Whee! Whee! Calibre is a really awesome piece of like software that I use to open the EPUBs and Mobi versions of my books. Yeah, kind of use this to create some arcs. It's good to have like an arc team. I guess if you're an indie author, an ARC team is basically a team of people who will read and review your book prior to release. I like Booksprout, but the thing is that people tend to just download them and then not review them, so I changed it to Story Origin, because with Story Origin you can manually approve every person who applies for an ARC, and then if you look at their past, like I've actually rejected 2 people who requested ARCs of Forever Valentine because they still have unread ARCs of the other books in the series. You know, I don't really want people to just keep downloading free books and then not read and review, because that kind of misses the point. What I've done is like basically, so on when I've sent out email lists on my newsletters, I've just said ARCs are available for such and such book, read, download, review. And then the people who have actually left reviews, basically just like emailed them saying, hey, I saw you left reviews on one of my ARCs. Do you want to be on my ARC team? So I kind of know now those people specifically, so I can send them like copies of my books, and then they'll actually leave reviews. I understand that a lot of people who get ARCs do a lot of them as well, but it's kind of like, if you can't take one anymore, don't. I mean, I remember back in the day when like I would email bloggers to review like Every Lost Psycho and Around Midnight, and a lot of the ones who couldn't, they would say, I've got like 200 books to read, I can't take one anymore. And like, that is good. Like, I respect that. I would rather somebody said, I've got too many books to read, I can't take one anymore, than have someone just be like, oh, I'll take on lots more books, because, you know, it just doesn't really do anybody any justice. That this is just a friendly reminder not to overwork myself. It's like the car saying, don't stress yourself too much, don't overwork yourself. It is 1:45. So I've been working on the sequel to Last Night. I've been really struggling with it the past week. I think it's actually because it's not the story I want to write. I've only done 9,000 words over the course of like over a week. Like, I should have finished it by now. If you've written a sequel to a romance story, still you're writing about the characters, but you're kind of thinking, okay, what can I do? Where can this go? Because with the Professor Valentine, it was all right, because that first one was quite short and it very much left a lot. There was a lot open for the sequel. Like, there was a lot for me to do with the sequel. This is going to be a little advice, actually. If you're writing a romance sequel, a good idea can be to kind of get the couple to kind of go somewhere together, some kind of trip, and something goes wrong. It's set in Kirk, i.e. York, which is not far from the Lake District. They decide to go on a weekend trip together to the Lake District. This is more like entertaining. Writing about teenage pregnancy is very... At the end of it, it's supposed to be a light series. So basically, I've been formatting the new paperbacks of my Diana Vale books because they obviously have new covers. So yeah, it's incredibly long because my the woman who designs my covers needs to know the page count for all of them, so I basically have to format all of them so I can get the accurate page count. Being an indie author is a lot of this kind of stuff. Things like formatting things and working out technicalities of things. I don't know, there's a lot of this, I guess, admin-y kind of stuff that's involved. It's not just writing, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind doing it because somebody has to, and again, as I said, you know, this is my job. So this is the Cassie and Diego paperback bundle because I'm ordering 9 covers. You know, I hate it when it just randomly does this stuff, like when I don't know, the text just goes a bit weird. Finally there, and yeah, like I've got the everything. It's all very, very nice and very, very clear. You know, I basically just copy and paste the ebook and then I make it I change the size to this. Yeah, because you can set specific trim sizes, and this is my favorite. This is like a kind of B format standard size, paperback size in the UK. But yeah, there are all these kind of things you have to know, like about trim sizes and what size to have your book. When I first published Every Last Psycho, it was literally huge. It was like a 6x9" trim size. But yeah, because I just went with like the most popular size, because I think in America that's the kind of trade paperback size, but in the UK the standard trim size, the B formatting size, is 12.8 times 19.85 centimeters, or I guess you could say like 128 times 198 millimeters. I randomly decided that I'm going to go swimming later, which is probably not a good idea because I have like writing to do. Every few weeks or every other month or so, Scrivener randomly does this. I don't know why. It's so random. It just says, Scrivener's activation is no longer valid. Oh my god. That is crazy. I know it's not that much money objectively, but like, things are slowly coming together. And if I just keep that going, hopefully the number will double, then triple, then quadruple. I've created the EPUBs for the Cassie and Diego 2-book bundle and for Forever Valentine. It's really good to make sure that you formatted the ebook ahead of time, usually like a few days before. I usually do it like a week in advance or something. It feels a bit mad, doesn't it? Oh, I've written all these books. They have my not name on them. So I am using a shortcut, and yeah, I like it, but I actually just had a very interesting idea. What if I edit and chop up the video using Shortcut? Once I've done the video and it's edited and I've rendered it, I could then upload it to Filmora and then add in like the titles and stuff on top of it. That could actually work quite well. What a sexy face, eh? I have edited this, trimmed it from 34 minutes to 19 minutes, and then what I'll do, because I normally do 2 rounds, I'll go back and edit some more. So I really like Shortcut. It's quite straightforward to use. I like Caden Live. It's very, very similar to Caden Live, but I prefer Shortcut a bit because unlike Caden Live, it has the visual and the audio together rather than as like separate tracks. So whenever I do split by playhead or cut it or whatever, it doesn't do them separately. So my video was stuck at 51%, so I've actually decided I closed it and then I redid it again. And actually, because I was looking at videos on YouTube about how to export in Shortcut, there was some who was saying that when they exported the file, it was just black, like a black screen. So I checked these 2 things because someone in the comments said to do that. Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't have included the images. Maybe I should have just put them in afterwards in Filmora, but then the problem is the rendering. I just can't win. I mean, Caden Live was quite quick, but also this video is 14 minutes long, whereas the other one I did last week was 8 minutes long, so I'll just have to see. I mean, right now it's 0%. Yeah, I could just delete the images and then just add them for words. This is just not moving. My 3rd or 4th attempt, I deleted the pictures, so now all I literally have is the edited clips. Think about it though, I edited this down from 34 minutes to 40 minutes, so I actually cut out 20 minutes of content, which is a good thing. I've cut the pictures. I'll have to unfortunately add them after in Filmora. So hopefully this will won't take as long. I'm gonna now go and take a nap. Oh, yep, see, there we go already, 1%. Okay, it is 20 to 9, so I had a good nap. The video is fully finished, which is good. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in Filmora and then upload. I might I'll make a video just quickly saying that my Friday video is just a bit late. Not gonna lie, I have kind of missed using Filmora. I mean, I do like that it is very easy to use and it's very easy to do things. Like, literally all I have to just do is like this and adjust it and drag it here. It's just the bloody rendering. I mean, if the rendering didn't take so long, honestly, Filmora would be a brilliant software. Okay, and we are uploading. Welcome to London, the place where you can make friends with anybody. So, how are you feeling today?
I'm great. I'm 30.
Yeah, it's just randomly met on the street, as you do. Isn't that dog so precious?